All right. Sorry. We are live. I'm gonna start out by saying definitely feels like 2 points dropped after the first 45 minutes of nonstop uh, chances created. Honestly, in the first 45 minutes, we looked really good, and Franco was a complete turnaround of his form he's been in the first 45 minutes. He was outstanding and one of our best attacking players. He was just really good. But the main issue over Adrian Heath's tenure, I feel like, has been finishing. We create quite a bit of chances at home, and I mean sometimes away we create quite a bit, but when we get these high percentage chances, we seem to never be able to finish them, man, and it gets frustrating. It gets extremely frustrating, and you see how some other teams are way more clinical in front of net, and it's, I don't know if it's nerves or what. We just it is criminal for us to go into that halftime at 0-0. It just really is. Bongi almost scored. DJ Taylor's diving header. Speaking of DJ Taylor, what an outstanding game from right back from DJ. Absolutely, I think his best game in a Loons uniform. DJ was immense tonight. And we've needed that from right back. I think we've been missing that a little bit. So that was really, really great to see. With Montier been out for a while, we've kind of been lacking, and it was kind of nice to see DJ have a really, really good performance like that, and almost say, I deserve more game time here. I deserve to take this spot while Montier is gone, or maybe even when Montier comes back. I'm sure the player doesn't expect to instantly come out if playing well in a situation like that. Regardless, it's criminal for us to go into the half at 0-0. Arriaga didn't have his best game today. He was pretty sloppy with some fouls. Will Trapp was, on the other hand, was, I thought, really, really good in the midfield. Arriaga wasn't bad, but he just wasn't up to his normal standard. Boxall was great at the back, I thought, with a pretty unlucky handball, to be honest. It was just, you just gotta have our hands down. It was pretty unlucky. I just thought it was really weird how the handball happened or whatever. We kick off, or the goalie, the ref doesn't stop St. Clair from kicking off, and we go about a minute and a half of passage of play and then go back to the VR. I thought that was a little bit weird. Poor refereeing actually would have been the case. Not weird. It was actually poor refereeing, because pro refs just seem to send a clown here and there all over just to come referee a game. They just grab guys on the side of the road because I forgot the gentleman's name, but he was absolutely clueless. Doesn't even deserve his name to be said on the. He was the pro refs just need to get something together. It is poor. They're poor all around. They don't understand the time wasting. I just could go on and on about them, but I'm not. I really can't, because I'll get a headache, and we don't want to talk about pro referees for 20 minutes. So, but we go in 0-0 at half, and like I said, we dominated. Ray was the maestro in the middle. It was just the finishing, man. But anyway, we go into halftime. We come out of halftime, and we weren't playing quite like the first 45. I forgot to mention Dane had some great saves in the first half. He had one or two really, really good saves that he pushed over the bar. And yeah, to give up a penalty in the second half. And Dane's been good from the penalty spot, but you're not going to save them all. Their penalties, their high percentage chances. And you can't ask Dane to do it all. You really can't. But so they go up 1-0, kind of undeservedly with the handball. I thought it was a little sloppy, even though they squandered a couple on opportunities late on. But anyway, we end up creating some more in the second half. There was some scrambles in the box, and their goalie was, one, lucky as hell, and two, making some incredible saves. So I don't know if it's us or just so we're unlucky, but yeah, the finishing needs to step up. And thankfully, we get a goal in the 87th minute by Robin Lod with a great pass from DJ Taylor, who capped off his excellent performance tonight. And I think I'm gonna just say this right now. DJ Taylor's gonna be a man of the match. I'm just gonna give it to him. I thought he was immense tonight, all over the pitch, tackles, going forward. He was just great everywhere, I thought, and we're gonna just do that. Even though St. Clair was outstanding, we're gonna spread the love a little bit. But DJ Taylor with my man of the match. But anyway, Robin picks up his 21st goal, I believe, 20th or 21st goal, and he ties MLS Loon's record with Darwin Quintero, Christian Ramirez, and Kevin Molino, all tied for that record. So hopefully Robin can complete that hopefully on this weekend and pass everyone and become our sole leading goal scorer for the club. But anyway, we go into the after that. There's 5 added minutes or so, and they had a couple chances, or they had one chance at the end that was really, really risky, scary. We're lucky that they scuffed the shot. But really, really felt like 2 points dropped after the first 45, where we could have had 3, honestly, 3 goals or 2 at least. And Lod had a shot in the second half that was saved near post. The expected goals was probably at like 4 or 3 or something around there at the end of the game for us, but we really, really lucked out. I'm going to be honest. It just felt like 3 points dropped. It really, really did. Or 2 points dropped, because we do get the 1 point for the draw. But man, oh man, was it feels like every game we're questioning the finishing, and it's got to change. I do want to say I think Abu was pretty bad today. I think even though he's been doing better than what we've remembered him as, there were times today where I saw the old Abu where you only see pace and simply only pace. There were times where his passing was a lot of times today his passing was extremely poor. Feels like 1 in every 5 passes is the right pass, or a good pass, or a completed pass, I should say. And his dribbling was poor today. It just makes me think, even though it fit our system more, I really question why Hunu. I think he played all right when he came off the bench today, but he really just didn't have enough time, like he gets on in the 84th minute. Wondering why we spent all this money on him. I feel like there's adequate players that can do the same job for quite less money, and you could spend on I don't know, wing it. Who knows, like somewhere else if you're not going to use them. Just questioning, it's just weird. But we'll see. Maybe he settles down, does better. But get into my player ratings and kind of wrap it up. Let's see. Dane St. Clair for me today is going to get a 8. Thank you. I think DJ Taylor, I'm going to give him a 9 out of 10. And Michael Boxall, I'm going to give I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10 for the handball. Becky Debasi, a 7.5 out of 10. Actually, an 8 out of 10. Kamar Lawrence, an 8 out of 10. Will Trapp, an 8 out of 10. Kervin Arriaga, I'm going to give a 6 out of 10. Bongi Halangawe, I'm going to give a 7 out of 10. Manuel Reynoso, I'm going to give an 8 out of 10. Franco Francopane, a 9 out of 10. I thought he was really, really good today. And Robin Lod, an 8 out of 10, picking up the goal. And just all around becoming a Loons legend in the making, hopefully for generations, our next generation of fans. So Abu Dalati is going to get a 6 for me. Luis Amarilla, 7. Adrian Honu, a 7. Yeah. And that is going to wrap it up for me. Thanks for tuning in. Go ahead and check our socials on Twitter to keep updated at MNUFC TV. And thanks for tuning in. And as always, come on, you Loons. We go again this weekend against FC Dallas, either Saturday or Sunday, I believe, an away game. So hopefully we're going to pick up some away points. I believe we were 10th going into this game. I believe we probably caught up to a couple teams and tied on points, but I'm not sure if we're back in that playoff spot quite yet. So it's still pretty early, but we got to start picking up some points. We can't go on long streaks like this without picking up any points. But as always, come on, you Loons, and thanks for tuning in.